A while back, I made fermented tomatoes and fermented carrots, and today I'm going to try making fermented onions. I'm going to make a small batch today because it's my first time fermenting onions, and if something goes wrong, I don't want to waste a bunch of onions. So I'm just going to be making a pint of fermented onions today. Lacto-fermenting any vegetable uses the same process. Basically, you chop up a vegetable and you pour salt water over it. And then you just let it sit on your counter for a week or so, making sure that the vegetable is below the brine, and then just put it into the fridge. So a really simple thing to do. Fermenting is a good way to preserve vegetables, but what I like the most about fermenting is that fermented vegetables are full of probiotics. Probiotics are good at promoting a healthy immune system, elevating your mood, and a ton more. And probiotic supplements are so expensive, and you never really know what's in them. For me, it's just simpler to make fermented vegetables, eat yogurt, drink kefir, than to buy probiotic supplements. Now, the two most important things with fermenting is that the vegetables are kept below the brine the whole time they're on the countertop, and that you use enough salt in the brine. The salt prevents bad bacteria from growing in your ferment, so you need to use enough, and you need to make sure that the vegetables are fully submerged in the salty brine. Now, I'm making a pint today, and so I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons of unadulterated pink Himalayan sea salt. You don't want to use table salt. You want to make sure to use a natural salt like sea salt or pink Himalayan. If you want to make a quart of fermented onions, you should use about 2.5 tablespoons of salt. Now, I haven't tasted fermented onions before, but from what I've read online is that they have a consistency to raw onion, but are much less biting and are more tangy. So they sound like a great addition to the tops of hamburgers or hot dogs, in eggs or in salads. I'm going to probably use these onions in any meal, though, that onions are appropriate for, because I think we'd all like the flavor, and it's just adding that probiotic benefit to the meal. So I'm going to leave these on the countertop for about 5 days and then test the flavor, see if I like it. And if I do, I'll just take the weight out and put a tight lid on the jar and then store it in the fridge. Have you tried fermenting anything? Let me know what you've tried in the comments. I know you can ferment cabbage and jalapenos, and even cauliflower. There's tons you could try, so I'm curious if you've tried any of them and if there's one that's your favorite. But for now, thank you for stopping by. I make 2 new videos every week sharing what I learn about simplifying food, self-care, and consumption in the modern world. Subscribe if that is of interest to you, and I'll speak to you in the next Documenting Simple Living video.